Hi, good evening everyone. What a beautiful day for India, the holy land filled with such powerful parents, our very important guests, most delightful children. You know, when I'm hearing you all champions, I'm hearing your dictions, I'm hearing every syllable that you're uttering. And you know what? You are faultless. And it's happened because of your mom, your dad, and then you. Give yourself a big hand. I'm so proud to see you crystallizing. See, anyone can count how many seeds are there in an apple by cutting it. But can you count how many apples are there in one seed? Infinite is the possibility. You know, we all have been through the schools and colleges in India and abroad. We always glorified the education from America or Australia or Canada or UK. But we forgot the rich heritage which India held. Bharat. Bha is Brahma Jyoti. And Rata is those who are immersed in it. You know what happened? India, because of its tremendous inner power of the human being, the mankind, the God's creation, the God's seed, which is in you and me, which our ancient masters knew about it and asked us, guided us to crystallize it. They asked us, you have eyes, you see with your eyes. So you have a visual sensation. You have ears to hear an audiometric sensation. You hear things. You see, you hear. And have you noticed, we become so sensual now. Anybody comes and tells you something new, you will say, really? Show it to me. So what do you want to see? First stick a visual input. And then you want to hear. But I want you to reflect upon it. God has given us two eyes. And God has given us two eyelids. Why? So that we can close them. And that's what the ancient holy land of India is. Close your eyes and isolate yourself. Become silent. With which, what happens is the world around us, the physical world around us, we're all the time tasting. Little food here, little sight there, little glorified noise there and a sound there. But the moment you become silent, then only you discover the tremendous power, unbelievable power which is within you. And it is the divine grace that I came to get connected with each one of you. And most importantly, I was guided to believe in God. That I got the message to believe in Allah and Christ and that there is only one God. We may do it in any way. You have eyelids to close it. You've heard speech is golden, powerful speech. But today I know, and you also know, that your silence is better than diamond. Have you realized? When you are very angry, You let go, no? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. After that, what happens? You become silent. Everybody does. You got sick, you got pain, or you got fever. What happens? You become silent. Silence is what we need to everyday exercise. Through silence, we develop that power called concentration. And through concentration and silence, we develop willpower. Lawrence of Arabia, T. Lawrence, all of you have read. Famous statement. All men and women dream, but they wake up in the recesses of the night to say, oh, it was only a dream. But dangerous are the man and the woman who dream during the day with their eyes open, because they always make their dreams come true. And you're the champion children, you're making it happen. I could see. Some of you, most of you, are very humble to say, I walked in like that. Actually speaking, whether you as a mother or a father or a child, I know, and I absolutely believe you didn't walk in. You know how you came? It's God who did it through you. As per verse 7, chapter 6, Bhagavad Gita, nothing happens in this universe without my wish. Krishna is telling Arjuna. How could I possibly start a school? I didn't know anything about schooling, excepting I remember, and I'm certain all of you also remember, some such incidences. My English teacher asked me some spelling I didn't know. First he called me Gada. How can I, today I think, how can a human child become donkey? And he made me stand on the bench, and he came and stood. Naturally I was standing on the bench, I was taller than him. I still remember, I really have a good laugh. And he looked up at me like this, and he said, wow, you're so tall. And he sniggered at me. I said silently to myself, I'll show you one day. And I don't know how, I think that show you one day has taken us all today to this journey. And each one of you, as mother, as the father, it's a beautiful, your humble benignness, your greatness of your heart, you as our guests of honors, as your special guides and the mentors, the supporting staff, and most importantly, our angel-like teachers, and a divine mother, Saarada ma'am. Honestly, I do pranam to her every day morning. Each one of you have been guided to come in to make this happen. And I want you, as parent today, as mother and the father, dream big. For yourself, not for the children. Let the children dream big. You dream bigger for the children. You know why? So that children can dream even bigger than your bigger dreams. That is the potential of the seed, which is already programmed beautifully. Have you realized we don't teach a plant how to grow? We just make sure the manure, the soil is ready. You don't throw the seed in a hard pavement. You throw it in the proper soil, well manured, water, sunlight. And who can stop that seed from sprouting? Who can stop your child? And you know why we are here together? That I was guided to have a vision. I didn't know how. And most of you here have guided me. I can look at each one of you and remember those journeys of hours together. We have talked and talked, and you've guided us. I don't forget. And each one of you children today, you have that starting catalyst within you now. So greatest are the parents and the greatest are the teachers who make sure the parents, the mother and the father, the teacher, who make sure that your children don't need you anymore. And that's what is yours and my journey. To show them you can. What? Anything. Choose what you like. Just think. During this journey, I want you to now, this beautiful, powerful booklet, a book, it costs 4.2 kg. And our vision right from the beginning, we knew it was going to be very expensive. And our Shri Girish was always kindly guiding us. But our vision was we must give it to every child free, so that they should have. And I must tell you that the origination of this journey of making this catalog started off from Mrs. Shitoli. Shitoli sir, raise your hand. There he is. And she one day came and said, sir, we must have a journal. I said, okay, I'll think about it. And that seed was planted and we kept working at it. You know, it took us 1 year, literally almost to the date 1 year. You'll be hearing from Shraddha ma'am a little bit more about it. But I want you to understand, if only you choose, make a choice, change the future, but don't make the choices. Please understand, champion children, our champion parents, our guardians, we have to guide everyone today, everybody, including every one of our field of influences. Guide them to be that holy India, the holy land where Jesus came down. Go down to YouTube today. Type in today, tomorrow when you have the time. YouTube, Jesus lived in Kashmir. You will be surprised. Government of India, 1 hour film by FDII, Film Division Institute of India. 1 hour film. And it's powerful where Jesus lived in Srinagar, how he died, how his dead body, how his graveyard is turned the other way than otherwise it is put in that state. Why did Jesus come to India? That's the power of India. Holy land. He resurrected himself on Easter Sunday. Good Friday he was crucified and he walked with Mother Mary. She left her body in Pakistan. It's all there. If you go to Amazon.com, write Jesus lived in India, you'll have more than 42 books. Almost all of them. I got electrified. From childhood, I always believed that Indians are great. But I used to wonder, why do people think and people call us, you must have heard it also, these days you hardly hear, in our days we used to hear. You know what? Don't get bugged. We used to hear this word, you Kalu. Under the skin, everybody's red. It's not the skin. It's the tremendous spiritual and the power of. Those are the things I'm talking about. Make your choices. But don't forget to make an honest choice. It's always easy to make a wrong choice. Anybody can not pay tax, but there is somebody like Govala who will always catch you. Anybody can jump the traffic light, no? Anybody can divorce. Anybody can say, get lost, I don't want to see you. Anybody can go inside the washroom and bang the door and say, don't talk to me, don't touch me. Anybody can do that. It's difficult to hold a smile and win hatred with love. It's difficult. But see, when you do that, you become Jesus. You become Buddha. You become Paramhansa. You become Muhammad. You become Guru Nanak, Guru Govind, Mahavir Jain, and Ramana Maharshi and Vivekananda. So what do you become? You become immortal. People worship you day in and day out. You make a sacrifice from your personal comfort. Today is the 26th January. Have you noticed every one of us worship those martyrs? We forget them during our pleasures and run, but we still can't take them away from our heart. You don't forget that act of kindness which your teacher did to you when you were a child. Like you remember the teacher who scorned you, you also don't forget the teacher and the parent who loved you. So through this, I want you to remember, one, honest choice, meaning be first truthful. Don't tell lies. Not easy. Satya Pratishta. Establish truth in your life. Don't tell lies. If you don't tell lies, God will listen to you. He is listening to you anytime. But you know, like a child who is playing with many toys, mother loves the child very much, God loves you and me very much. But see, the mother is looking at the child, she must be washing a chore or writing or doing some work, but she just peeps out and says, child is busy playing. Mommy is happy, mommy is not coming running. So you and I are busy playing with falsitude and whatever and deceitful acts. God is saying, okay, play. But when you throw away your toys and howl, mother comes running. She leaves everything. Same way, when you hold on to truth, God will listen to you and come running. Fulfill every one of your wishes. All you have to do is make a wish. Have faith on who? On your wish, and that God will make it come true. It is not possible. I had no way of making this school happen. I didn't have money. But if some of you parents came and said, sir, start. I said, but how? I don't have money. I can see you parents were there. I said, sir, start. And we started. And we have lots of places to go. We have a lot of work to be done. Second, have faith in God. That God is there right next to you, listening to you, inside of you, outside of you. God is in everyone. God is in your husband, in your wife, in your child, in your parent, in your colleague, in your friends. God is in the destitute. God is in the teacher. Pitri Devo Bhavo, Matri Devo Bhavo, Acharya Devo Bhavo. Look at everyone as God. See, if you look at your enemy as God, have you noticed? All the great masters have showed it to us that our enemies transform themselves. You heard about Angulimal? He was wanting to kill Buddha, no? And he became his greatest disciple. You know about Mahabharata? Ratnakar, Valmiki became. So, your power is inside of you. Truth, faith in God. And number 3, for every one of us, I keep telling myself every day, time and again, have faith in yourself. Who's me? Not egotistically me as Robbin Ghosh, but it is that secret power from within everyone. It is there. When you silence yourself, you see that power. Let it flourish. You now have work to do. India the conquered, you heard Rachel ma'am telling you as the MC, would conquer her conquerors in the 21st century. This is 21st century, ma'am, mothers, sir, fathers, and the guides and the teachers. India would. I have no doubts about it at all. And who are these Indians? It's our children. It is you. And we as the parent are going to be the backbone like the father is at home. Mahuna. And mother gives the attitude. You can. What? Anything. Just wish. Just choose. And come on. I'm there. So all of us put together, take on a beautiful journey. And I wish you good luck. And most importantly, I love you very much. Thank you.